Helokawans, I am Little Cat, and I'm here with your weekly dose of D&D 5e, where I DM for Immortal Part 2 for you and my lovely players. We have most people here except for Joe, and 2 weeks ago, we had a question from chat asking if the game that I run is based on Faerun. I am pleased to say that it is not. I made Krayra up and all of it, especially the lore. Everything is made up. Give me a second as I fiddle with some stuff. Yes. Anyway, Valerius leveled up. Welcome to level 16, buddy. He's not here. And with the 2-week break that me and my players got, there was an absolute flurry of text RP, and Bosk and Ghost both get an inspiration point and a singular advantage each to add to any D20 roll during this session only. So use it before you lose it.
Is that different from an
Inspiration
inspiration point?
states.
Yeah.
Oh, so we have two
Yeah.
inspirations.
So basically, you get an inspiration point to keep, but you also get an advantage that you can throw at other people or yourself on anything, any D20 roll,
Okay.
even the dumb ones, especially the dumb ones.
Nice, nice.
Yes, yes. I hope there is audio on stream. I am very, very scared that there isn't. Anyway, in session 23, Biro lets them know that their Granny Fane, friend of their papa, might be able to help exorcise the voices in Ghost's head, which is kind of important. While traveling to their destination, Mume was given a weird revelation and has to figure out what to do with it, which brings me to what Gunlag and Ghost might want to have done during the few days past. Y'all have anything you want to input before I go to the next one?
I've been
Well-
reading in the daughter files and learning things.
Mm-hmm,
Well, learning some things, learning a lot of no things as well.
mm-hmm. Interesting stuff, yes.
Yes.
Yes, I too have been reading.
Yeah. Reminded that I did roll bad on the last day of travel.
Yes, we will get to that. Ghost,
Oh,
anything you want to
yes.
add?
Okay. For Ghost side, sorry, because I literally came back on Sunday and I have not had much time to check up on things. But Ghost side, he would want to talk to Bosk and Gunlock and
Mm.
recalibrate things again. Because last time he spoke to them, I think he was rather rough on Bosk with some lack of understandings. And he also needs to talk with. Oh my god, that looks terrible. Anyway, he needs to talk with a Gunlock because she also had things in her head. So this is kind of a mutual check on each other's situation, vibe check, if that makes sense.
Do you want to do like a quick fireside chat? Because last week we had big fireside chat with Mume and to a certain extent Bosk.
Yes. Also, to add, to Gunlock and Ghost, which is not here last week, while there was some talk or Mume related stuff, would have told the gangs that Mume's own little Kumbaya gang might have got into a little trouble and might require him to get them out of trouble.
Is he asking us for help in getting them
Okay,
out?
Ghost asks
More,
Mume to repeat the
more,
thing, but
more so
removing
it's
any
not double speed, but uh, want to get there as soon as possible. But help will just see what when we get there.
Okay, so you want, but is it like on our way,
It
or is
is
it backtrack?
it is our destination.
It's at
Oh.
Oalsit itself, I think.
Yes,
Okay.
it is
So
at Oalsit.
we now know that Oalsit has enemies abound, like those robot undead things.
Yep.
The
Oh, shit.
constructs. Like
So-
they are in the area.
That kind of makes sense though,
So
considering
maybe
that.
like on the surface, because it's like tunnels, right? So maybe the surface is
yeah,
under matriarch
yeah.
control.
Yeah, it makes sense since we've woken up and we've presumably been discovered that we've escaped. That they
We
go to the place that we came from because we're
we
most
are
likely
we are
to go there.
we are still not sure that if Oalsit Tunnel is actually a tunnel yet. That's the thing.
I
So
mean, why
raise
would
the
they be
big-
called tunnels if they weren't
yeah,
tunnels? Right?
that's fair, but yeah.
Ghost would raise a bigger point of concern.
Hmm?
Could our information have been leaked?
That we were headed to Oalsit Tunnels.
Because Oalsit Tunnels, according to Oman Jaka, has remained secret for a very long time. So
Is
But
it?
it is
extremely strange that there would be enemy forces there that have not breached it a long time ago.
I think it makes perfect sense that there are enemy forces where Bror used to be after we wake up,
Yeah,
because that's
'cause
where we came
It
from.
would make sense that that would be the first place that we go.
Yeah.
But I also don't think Mumei's Kumbaya has gone into that sort of trouble. But hopefully, it's just something not matriarch related. Let's hope.
Yeah,
Or like,
like,
yeah, if they're
our
fighting robots, we're not
understanding
gonna be
of
there on time.
what's happened is that what their mage
One of
is
okay,
in
so
a cage.
one
the
of my
mage is in a cage,
one of
and
my
the sending
Just let me
stone.
talk a bit, sorry.
Hmm?
There's a lot of cross talking. Let's go with Mumei first.
okay, so my mage, the one that I've been talking to with sending, has now caught in a cage or some sort of cage, and the other members is like not supposed to have that sending stone is communicating, and they are not even sure how to get the mage out of whatever cage they are in. So I'm not sure what sort of problem they are into.
Right.
So
Mm,
I'm
Now,
not sure. Like, my initial thought is trap, like
yeah,
some sort of trap, but also Ben or boss, the player, also make a good what you call a good guess that they're likely got caught, like either police force or the locals, whatever related to that. Hopefully, it's
Imprisoned
not.
for witchcraft, you know,
Yeah, that's what he brought up.
Or
So
even just
and
working
suspended
against
and
the
upon a
matriarch.
lake. They're
and
going to
I
test to see if she floats.
and I hope is not matriarch related.
Uh, what I'm thinking is the mage level 10?
No.
Because remember what the matriarch does to...
Yes, I remember. They are not level 10. Heck,
they're level 6.
they are capable. They are not our level.
I'm thinking it can't be anything super serious because the people that Mume did get into contact with did not sound like they were freaking out. Like
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh, hey, I don't know how this thing works.
Right.
What's her face is in a cage now." Like hella nonchalant. So
So they got themselves in a pickle rather than
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like, oh, we're gonna try to figure it out. Might
Yeah,
take us
so
some
that is
time, rather than
so
come
so
save
that
us, please. We're going to die.
so that is why my initial thought is like they fallen into a trap or something like that.
Yeah,
right.
or like some misunderstanding, and
Yeah. That seems less dire.
Yeah,
That's
but it's like they got in. It
yeah, it still would
less
help.
it will sound less serious. Moment were just like
Yeah,
like
Mumei,
my idiot kid.
from what you know of your friends, is this normal reaction from them to be this chill?
Uh,
I would
I
say
don't.
that the one that's in the cage is usually the level-headed, bossy leader of the pack. She is behaving highly irregularly
But
in that
she is
they were like,
also
oh, she's crying.
right.
Everybody
She was
else is kind
crying.
of like mid.
Yeah, she was crying.
Shit.
So
But
this
she
is
is in a cage, so I
no,
don't know if
yeah,
it's so irregular to be crying
yeah.
when she's
This is yeah.
Now, remember the Immortal impersonation?
Yeah, we do.
Oh,
No,
oh,
because here's what I'm putting together. What we know is the matriarch will capture people level 10 and above or so to be mind control under hers. She
mhm.
has absolutely no qualms about killing anyone else.
Yeah. So one thing I'm going to confirm with you is that they are not level 10. So they if matriarch would capture them, they would kill them instead. Like they are not at the level where she would want to like turn
Yes,
them to
yes, we
become their pup.
established
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So the point is they're acting irregular when you got the message, and the others are chill and not freaking out.
No, like I want to say not that they are irregular because the formation of what I have put them into is already a mess because one, the sending stone is not at the proper person. So that's a problem already. Two, they are in a situation where the calm one is in a case somewhere and the people that are supposed to do stuff not sure what to do. Even the smart one, I believe the alchemist should be also kind of smart. They are speaking um they uh they doesn't sound panic but also panic in the same time.
Like stress.
So this not like it's not like I'm
Okay,
afraid
well,
like she
where are they now? And
in
what was the
Oalsit
last
Tunnels.
instruction? Oh,
Oalsit Tunnels.
inside Oalsit
Yes,
Tunnels.
in Oalsit Tunnels, where we are heading.
Did they see who had trapped them?
It's a sending stone. I can't get that much information out of it. So what I know is
Yeah, it's a
she
case of
got,
the person using the stone doesn't know about the limit and how it works.
yes, so that's why I said the formation is
Okay.
already off.
Okay, then the alternative explanation is they're captured by someone that isn't the matriarch.
Yes, that was
Yes,
the
that is
second
possible.
that's the second possibility.
Could be the locals.
Hmm. Yeah, but either okay. If they are in Oalsit Tunnels, which is not a region that the matriarch is thought to have found yet, yeah, and then they are not so panicky, then yeah, I think maybe the locals got them instead of the matriarch, which is a hell of a lot better than Immortal doing impersonation number 2.
Yeah, so that's why Mume would be like less like this is life or death emergency. We have to rush there. It's more like my kids got into a trouble
Okay.
and I have to go
Want to
and
look
help
into it
them.
when we
Okay.
get there.
Question mark. They used a sending stone, right? So what were the instructions you gave back to them?
The instruction was very simple. Is to the first one is to go get there. They got there, and then I asked them to stay put. They did. They found place and stay put. They haven't found what I asked them to look for. Let me check the last message. I believe they haven't found the group that, or apparently a hidden group that's in Oalsit Tunnels. There is like you remember saying about the people that have like markings or whatnot, like hidden
Yeah.
message every day.
Sorry,
Yeah,
sorry. My
those.
question was more on like when they used the sending stone to send you,
Yeah,
you
Or was
could
that
respond, right? So what was
yeah.
the response you gave?
or did they respond to your question from
I
it?
I because the sending is irregular, so I asked them what happened to
Oh.
what happened to the guy who is holding the stone.
Here's
So
the
I
thing.
got the answer.
Here's the
Yes.
thing. You have an opportunity to contact them because today is a brand new day. That is entirely up to you.
So I would come up with the group and say like, what should the since there are more smarter people than I am. Uh oh, sadly
I don't know
the
about that.
smart guy is not here. The smart guy is not here. But out of character, forehead is better than one. Um, to see like what sort of question should I or try to figure out, and the answer might not fit in 25 words just because the person who has the stone is not uh
Have you
prepared.
considered asking them to explain to you in 25 words or less what happened to them?
25.
That might be a place to start.
So, Ghost, do you think that's valid? Like, would that maybe give us what we are looking for? Ghost, Mike.
Sorry, what was the last part? I cut off a bit.
Oh yeah, we didn't hear you say anything. If you
Yeah,
could
we
say
didn't
anything.
hear you say anything
Sorry,
at
sorry,
all.
I was cutting off. So what was the
Oh,
last
okay.
part you said?
Oh,
Bosk suggests that Mu may ask them to explain in 25 words or fewer what has happened to them.
Yeah, okay, so you asked them that, and then what happened? Did they say anything?
oh no,
No,
that
that hasn't been asked.
hasn't been asked. I'm asking the group see if
Mume
like
is like, what should I ask them?
is this a thing we can ask
Mume is like,
to
should I
yeah
ask this question?
boss
Or
brought it up.
rather, he's like, what should I ask? And then Bosk suggested this question.
And then Mume is like, is this would this get us to what we would look for?
Okay, so I'm thinking 25 words. So the most obvious thing to me is two words: status update question mark.
Um
So we have 23 words left.
okay,
Okay.
because the
Let me also say this.
Hmm?
Mume has, well, rather Kang has to roll a d3 to see
Mhm.
who is hanging on to the stone right
To
now.
see
'Cause
who
it's
picks up the phone.
yeah.
Yeah.
So if you get the smart one, there's a 1 in 3 chance that you get the smart one.
yes, and then there's two of them is not.
The two of them are like Clown Fiesta.
Oh god.
I okay, so one of them is not a total clown fiesta because they have a job to plan, but the last one is a clown fiesta.
And I think last week, both roles
We're Clown
were
Fiesta.
low.
Were the smart what's the smart one? That was the smart one.
No,
That was
it
the
is
smart
not.
one?
Wait, that was
No
liquid,
way
right?
that was the smart one.
No,
Wasn't that liquid?
Liquid is not smart.
No, liquid is alchemist,
Yes,
right?
but he's not smart.
Oh, so is the mastermind that is the smart one?
Yes.
Oh no, I have to find him.
So, anyway, this happens the day
Shit.
before today. How you
Okay,
choose to approach the line of questioning and who holds the rock in order to help you
Okay.
is to be decided.
Right. Okay.
We're
So
gonna go to the morning.
today is the third day of travel.
Today is the day that you land. So it is
The
actually
fourth.
let me look at the
Is
thingy.
it? I don't remember.
It is
the
day
Day that we land.
18.
Is that the Gunlog bad day?
It is
Yes,
the
this
Gunlock
is
that
today
day.
is the Gunlock bad day.
Oh no.
Okay, so do I roll random numbers first, or Gundog
We'll
wake up.
we'll get to
Bad
you
day.
in a bit.
Okay.
So the morning greets all of you, and unfortunately, Gunlag rolled poorly, swinging her to the opposite spectrum of her bad day. I will say, though, that this is in part triggered by a recording she saw while going through Project Daughter yesterday.
Yeah, I would also like to say I think the conversation that is currently unfinished with Busk is probably also part of it.
Can you do a TLDR for the viewers?
Yes. So in that conversation, they did talk about some of the things that have been happening to them, and like particularly for Gunlag is like trusting that what we are experiencing now is real. Um, is on occasion kind of tough.
Mm-hmm. And these are very sensitive moments, especially as the video file that you managed to click on, and you were just scrolling. It's like being on the shorts or on TikTok where you just accidentally click and now it's playing. You see a feed of you having lunch or dinner. You're not sure because you can't really tell with the light. It's illuminated, but the illumination seems like it's coming from lamps instead of sunlight. And in front of you is a meager spread, but the person serving you looks like your actual mother. You scrutinize, but also you recognize that this is not your mom. She looks like your mom, and
Oh,
she is
what the
serving you,
fuck?
and there's a face of resignation and just keep your head down, do what you have to do. Nothing bad will happen. Just feed the child. Eventually, you see her drop a fork. Not far from the table. It's barely like a centimeter, but when it falls, it triggers you into some fit of rage as you fling the table away from you. The woman falls down to the ground. Plates and cups fly off the table towards her direction, mildly injuring her. You see a goblet whiz past, barely grazing her ear. Eventually, Mother comes into the room, hearing the noise and the kerfuffle, and dismisses the woman and calms Gunlag down. The feed ends.
Oh,
You wake up
yeah,
in the
that'll do it.
morning and you feel out of sorts.
Why is mother the reasonable one?
Um, I think she almost wakes up a little bit in a panic, little bit disoriented, kind of looking around, spotting that there's people around her, but not fully able to kind of recognize if friend or foe.
Mhm.
And she immediately puts herself in like a defensive position.
Who's bunking with you?
It's a good question. Who wants to bunk with me? I've been talking to Busk previously.
I'm probably bunking in the hole.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that Valerius had somehow put up the tiny hut, so he's gonna be in there.
I've been sleeping next to Ghost a lot as well because he's soft.
Okay, so
Yes.
you would actually.
She doesn't feel safe in this company.
Mhm.
And if there's no one around, she might take off. If there's people there looking at her or observing her, um, she'd look more defensive.
I think the most obvious person who would be awake would be Kang, wouldn't it? Would be Mume.
Yo, always early bird.
Yep.
Early bird, last shift.
You have
Yes.
a vantage point, and you see Gunlaug sort of get spooked.
I quickly get down from wherever quick vantage point I have and try to look around to see if anything like would have spook her, but probably would not see anything because I have good perception. I will quietly ask her, "What's going on? You okay?"
Kunlag will like jerk towards you, not really having taken in that you were there. And it doesn't look like she hears that you're making noise. It doesn't look like she understands what you're saying. And she's just kind of shaking her head uh
Mhm. I look at her. Does she looks off? Well, she does look off right now, but I mean, like, doesn't look like herself. Does
she
she
looks
look like?
definitely not like herself. Like she looks like she's very confused and scared and angry.
Don't do the eye thing,
No,
Mume.
I'm not doing the eye thing. I'm
Aren't you
not doing
thinking
the eye.
about it?
Yeah. Um, and then it's like, ah, okay. I think I understand.
She
Um,
looks very close to like snapping.
I'm looking around to see where is boss and ghost.
You can
Where is the
see
hole?
you
Yeah.
can see Boss Portable Hole just maybe like 5 feet away from where Gunlag was sleeping,
Hmm.
and maybe about 10 or 15 feet away is the hole to get Ghost.
I'm going to choose ghost just because it is further away from her that and I won't spook her by going close to her. So I'm gonna go in the hole and gently. I don't know how to knock in
Okay,
the hole.
before
Yeah.
before you do that, because
Mhm.
you're trying to not spook Gunlag, make
Mhm.
me a persuasion check, and Gunlag, um, up to you what you want to roll, an insight of whatever you're
Yeah,
feeling.
probably inside trying to gauge threat level. I don't think she fully recognizes who Mume is at this moment. Like he's familiar, but she can't place him.
Who is
So
this
like
strange cat man?
inside.
22.
It looks like he's trying to be non-threatening,
Okay.
but she don't trust it. So
Okay.
she'll still look in like a ready to fight position, but she's not running at this point.
Okay. I will head towards ghost or where
Okay.
he was resting.
Ghost will be a white mound.
Um, sorry to bother you. Ghost. Something require your attention.
So polite.
Go.
He's always
The
been
white
very
mound will
polite.
shift slightly, and then a blue gaze will appear in between.
Uh,
How, what is
Gun
it?
Gunlock doesn't seem like herself, like she was happening last time.
Did she say anything?
No, she's just seems jittery,
Jittery.
not like herself.
All right,
Also,
I'll be
not
right
really like
over.
last time, right?
Last time she's also jittery, right?
But last
Yeah.
time she wasn't like looking like she wants to fight you.
No, last time she's like literally a child.
She
Yes.
usually looks like she wants to
Yeah,
fight me. Let's be
but
honest.
now she wants to fight me. So, yeah. Jittery will be the word.
All right, I'll be right over. And Ghost will, as a fluffy white mound, he will try to make himself look slightly clumsier and less dangerous.
Goofy and
Focus on
endearing.
yes, focus on that as he follows after to see how they're doing.
Does it look like he's trying to put on like a non-threatening kind of visage when he's approaching?
Yes.
I want to insight check that. Okay.
Like a big
Um,
fluffy mascot.
very
That's a
good.
one.
Okay. Do I need to?
You have persuasion?
What's the check against this?
To see if she can tell that this is kind of something he puts on.
Yeah, but what do I roll? I don't understand.
I think
Mm.
at this point, what Gunlag is trying to gauge is
Are you
whether or
putting
not
on a
she.
pretense? She's very worried about pretense at the moment. If she's being tricked.
Yeah. Okay. But does Gunlag remember that this is or used to be a friend? Like this is a familiar, safe-ish person?
But
I
she
don't
is
think it's like a
currently.
pretense, because Ghost isn't pretending.
Yeah.
He really does not mean any harm.
Correct.
Yes.
So I would say a persuasion
No, and
to
I
get
get that.
inside.
Hmm.
Okay, persuasion. Let me just double check this thing.
I remind you,
I can-
you have inspiration and a free
Yes.
advantage.
Okay. Okay. Persuasion doesn't fall under actor, so I'm going to pray for the best with this. I mean, advantage doesn't really help that, does it?
No.
Nah, he'll just do that.
But it's also
He
a god
will.
of insight, so
Yes.
I'll try to explain what. Or if I just not explain what she's thinking and just let you guys figure it out.
Mm. And there's like, there. Yeah, she's been. She would when she get up, she just seems like in a panic. No, not panic. Alert, very alert.
Okay. So, because the first step is the fluffy mounders have to get close enough to see Gunlock. Then after he sees her looking alert and all that, he will
She looks very
lie
defensive, like
right.
in her
He will
stance.
lie down forward instead. So like the fluffy mound will go horizontal, and he will well he will slowly approach like one of those dogs crawling forward kind of thing.
Oh no.
Oh, um, for every kind of step that he gets closer, she takes one back.
Okay, he will stop moving forward.
And
And
you'll see she'll put like something like if there is rocks nearby or any trees or anything, she'll kind of put that at her back.
okay. He will okay, he will check to see if she is more on the fight or flight spectrum, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
I would also try to see if she's in the I would fight if I want to spectrum as well.
Kang, can you speak closer to your mic?
Hello? Yes.
Yes, better. Okay.
I will also try to check see if she wants to like in the spectrum of fight if I must as well. Is would that insight or
For both of you would be insight, yes.
Grimlock will just kind of look at you guys and say, "What do you want?"
Do you remember where you are?
Um, Grimlock kind of she nods, but she looks unconvinced.
Unconvinced or unconvincing?
Unconvinced, like she knows why she's here, but she doesn't really understand why the fuck she's here. Like she knows the events leading up to being here are kind of like the memories are there, the reasoning she doesn't understand at the moment.
Okay, then he'll ask, what is the last thing you remember
Good luck.
before
Make
waking up?
me a wisdom save.
Okay.
your
Guys.
highest save?
Oh,
Whoa! You
Oh!
failed!
I've been wanting to
Oh,
fail these for
magic!
so long.
Okay.
Give me something juicy.
Okay. You close your eyes for a split second just to get situated because you remember the events of the day. You remember why you're here, but somehow it's foggy. All you remember is throwing that that goblet to your 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 maid, and then mother coming in, but that's all so blurry. Um, I will give you one pertinent thing you would like to learn about Gunlag that I can expand upon. It's gonna be a
Okay.
lot.
All right. Can she determine from watching this interaction with the matriarch, the matriarch's disposition towards Gunlaug? Is the concern she's putting on, does that seem real, or does it seem like this is like a game or plaything, or is it this is like giving her some sort of fun in like just playing with this person, or is it more genuine in a weird, twisted, fucked up way?
Okay. You with your eyes closed and you're remembering all these things, you feel your heart sort of freeze. You're not having a heart attack, you know that, but you just feel cold because you remember a time where you were bound by what feels like manacles and you could hear voices around you. You could hear her voice just siphoning through your consciousness. So, what have you done? Matriarch, I didn't realize you were here. I apologize. It's a little bit messy, especially with all the new recruits that you have bought. This one in particular, very feisty. Last week, she took out a lot of the guards, which we have replaced, and we sort of gagged her. It seemed that she can control people. Yes, I know. She seems to have a similar affinity to my daughter, which I think would be good to use in a way, considering the first one is somewhat out of commission at the moment. You feel a presence move towards you. Your eyes are still closed. You can hear everything. Your faculties are muffled. It feels like being compressed between two mattresses. It's uncomfortable. Yes, she does look surprisingly not bad. We can work with this. So what was it that you're trying to do exactly? We were trying to possibly, for one of a better word, maybe brainwash her a little bit. Get her to our side. And you haven't figured out the mechanism. She's a little bit more difficult to get her to relearn things in general compared to the other two, who are, funnily enough, doing good work in the lab. Right. I would like to see results. Also, I'll be making her quarters in my home. Get her situated. She'll be comfortable. I don't have anything to worry about. Yes, you definitely don't have anything to worry about. I'll make sure of that. She'll be ready for you next week. And then you hear footsteps walking away from you,
Holy shit.
and you fall back to not sleep, just numbness. You also recognize the voice. And it definitely sounds like Erin.
Oh, does it now?
Yeah.
Fuck.
But the good thing is she does sound terrified.
Yeah, good. Bitch.
Question mark. Did this
Um,
Erin sounding voice, how did it compare to the Erin voice we heard?
Valid question. The Erin voice you heard is a little bit more um pronounced, kind of tinny. But she's very comfortable with herself. The previous one, the one that you fought. She's very in control. She's very comfortable with herself. The one that in Gunlog's memories seemed to be a lot more reserved, still trying to figure out her footing.
yeah. Shit.
Hmm. Oh no, why isn't Joe here?
Yeah.
Mm,
Well, Joe doesn't have this memory anyway. It's
exactly.
Gunlog's memory.
It's
Doesn't
true.
matter.
He can listen to it later.
Exactly.
Ha ha.
Oh shit. Um,
For
I
the
think with
people,
that,
for the people outside looking in, Gunlog looks like she's not really convulsing, but she has like YouTube loading screen entire body.
yeah, I think she's like clutching her head between like leaning forward, putting it between her knees, kind of trying not to throw up.
Uh, this looks like worse than last time.
Okay, does does she still seem defensive or does she seem like she just wants to puke?
Um, she looks like still defensive, but less fight and more maybe not even flight, but like definitely less defensive because it's hard to be defensive while you're trying not to throw up.
Good luck. It's us. We are here to help.
Character question: how far have Kunlak moved backwards? As
Um, I think she's maintained like a good 15 feet between herself and you guys.
all right, I will now proceed to get or look into or peer into see if boss is in the hole. That boss,
Easily.
Real
the
one or fake
portable,
one?
the portable hole. I believe
Portable
either.
hole will be real one.
Oh, that's even
She's slumping.
that's even great. I will attempt to wake her up.
Mm, morning already.
Um, yes, but doctor, there is a slight issue that require your attention.
I peek my head out of the hole. What do I see?
You see Gunnar probably responding to Ghost's question, um, saying, "Go away, Wendy."
Mm, Boss will narrow her eyes a bit because she just woke up. Good log, everything okay?
Does look like she's in pain. Uh,
She does
but
look like she's in pain, or she doesn't
yeah,
look like
she
she's in
definitely
pain?
looks like she's in pain.
Okay.
Um, and she looks now probably more scared.
You don't look quite well. Let me get up. Eh. Um, do you
And she,
make eye contact?
yes, but if you try to get closer, she starts looking more defensive.
I like groggily amble over, and as you start looking defensive, I stop and slow down. And are are you okay? You don't look quite well.
I don't want anyone to touch me.
I'm not going to
She
touch you.
Okay. How are you feeling?
Like I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like I know what's I know that we're here and what we're doing. I don't know why the fuck we're doing it. I don't know what I'm why we're traveling or doing any of this, and I don't want to be here.
Where would you like to be instead?
And she looks conflicted, like she doesn't know where she wants to be.
You know that even with the revelation currently, even with the throbbing pain in your skull right now from the memory that you just received, you know inside that home is the safest place. You also have deep conditioning within you to straighten out people who have gone awry.
Right.
So in this situation, you're not sure if the people around you have gone awry or you have gone awry.
Yep. And she's not sure the motivations of anyone. And she doesn't really trust anyone at the moment.
At this point, why don't Bosk roll me a persuasion?
Persuasion.
Yeah.
Ghost would like to help if possible.
Sure. Yeah.
Let's
Okay.
see.
And Ghost.
Wow, the rolls today. Everybody just refreshed the page.
I don't have good persuasion, so the
Wait,
The good
13
one.
as a number is not terrible.
Yeah.
That's
The
fair.
good
Okay.
talking person is the one you're talking to.
Okay, Ghost will help Boss by like humming or making similar noises to the background, like when Bosk is doing her operating stuff. If that makes sense,
Okay.
setting the mood.
just
KKK.
just
What
humming
if-
noises.
operating table mood.
Well, honestly, if I use the reroll here, it's probably not going to be any better. So we'll let Gunlog decide how she reacts
Yes.
to this.
Because a 13 is not terrible, to be honest.
What are you trying to convince her of? Sorry, I
She's not. She's just asking questions. She's like, "Okay, you don't look well."
I think Bosk is putting on, Bosk is being the doctor persona here, so like calm, doctorly person rather than like a white fluffy mound kind of thing.
want to go home, but I don't know where home is. I don't. It's Ice Root, but it's Broer.
Yes, we're on our way to Broer. But it's not
But-
Broer anymore.
Not the right Broer. It's not. I had a place in Ice Root.
I do remember Ice Root. I don't remember staying there for a very long time. What do you remember about the place?
Nothing.
Good luck. Make me another wisdom saving throw.
Let's do it.
Oh! Okay. The first thing
Look,
that happens.
I rolled
Why
3
is
ones
it
in
so
a row.
juicy this
Well,
week?
This
done.
is the only time you went really shit rolls. I'm just saying.
3
Um,
ones in a row. Good.
So the first thing you hear is the word waffles from Ghost, and that triggers you to a conversation. You hear this time you're sitting down over brunch with Mother. Again, the maid is serving you, and you have waffles in front of you. And at first you go, "Oh, I want pass me the jam," because that's what you used to. And then Mother turns around and go, "No, no, 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 no. I don't know where you learnt that, but in this house we use honey. You should know that by now." And then she puts the most decadent looking Manuka-esque honey in front of you, and she pulls out the honey wand, and she spills a dollop onto the waffles, and she spreads it. She breaks one apart and feeds you a piece. And it's so luxurious. It's so tasty. It's so calming. The entire time you're staring daggers at this poor woman who is taking the spot of some lady you're supposed to remember, but don't.
think she also like will stretch out her hand and like grab the matriarch's mother's hand or grab her arm or something in like a comforting gesture that she's very used to doing with anyone that's close to her. Being Gunlock is very like like physically affectionate with people she cares about.
And with that affection, it is received very well to the point where Mother sort of uses her thumb to rub like an errant bit of crumb at the left side of your lip. And then she stands up and she goes, I have a meeting to go to, and you have to go to class. I'll see you tonight. And then she just kisses you on her forehead before she leaves. And then you see her walk to the door, turn around, look at the maid, and goes, you make sure everything is clean, and make sure she gets to school safe. And the vision stops. And just as that one ends, you hear the question from Dr. Boss, do you remember anything of Ice Root? And somehow filtered in between hazy, like C-grade drama filters and actual happenings, you see yourself walking through Ice Root College. You vaguely remember going to class there, but you also vaguely remember going to infiltrate there. You remember seeing a door covered with vines. You remember seeing and having that feeling that you're not supposed to be here, that you have to leave. But you also remember, again with that tint, speaking to your friends, speaking to your sister. And then you remember, she's not my sister. I fought her. I turned her into a snail
Chucked her in a bag.
and put her in a bag. And then this exact same sister puts her hand in her pocket, pulls out a piece of candy, and just goes, just eat this. You're always so grumpy.
Well, yeah, I'm always grumpy. That's kind of my signature look.
I know, it's not a good look. You know, Mother's going to get really angry if you don't put yourself in a proper position to, uh, I don't know what she wants. I know I have
She'll
to be in
just
the
be angry that
military.
I'll have frown lines before I have smile lines. Don't worry.
And then she
She'll get over
she
it.
squints at you and she looks at the area between your eyebrows, and then she sort of rubs the middle and she's like, you're right. You are getting wrinkles. You're not even that old. Anyway, I've got to go now. And she leaves. And you
Yeah.
turn around to look outside. Ice Root College. Past the windows, you see a bustling town. You see from far away a large building with a spire that ends with a bell on top. And you see the bell go off, ding, 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 probably afternoon. And you watch the people come out. There seems to be some kind of town square happening. And then you hear someone walk behind you and a hand land on your shoulder. And then you blink again to your friends asking you a lot of questions. And your headache's still there.
I think I went to school at Ice Root.
Right. Do you remember what you learned?
No, what the fuck would I learn at any fucking school?
Do you remember what they wanted you to learn?
I no, but wait. I've looked at the journal and it's talking about policy and governance.
Right, the
Maybe.
journal. One moment. I clamber back into the hole and look for Valerius's thingo, his tablet. And look at the last daughter file accessed.
You see the video that she opened.
I share with Ghost. Ghost, you're probably gonna want to look at this. And
Both will look at it.
we'll make it Valerius.
Gunlag
Okay.
like recoils as she realizes you're watching the video.
Mume just quietly and quickly go get Valeris.
Okay. So in canon, Valerius has witnessed this too. We have all witnessed this.
Witness me.
And then at the part where Erin's like, "Oh, the other two are working very well."
No, that's not it. That's
Oh, which one?
you're not seeing a video with Aaron. You're seeing a video where Gunlag is
Flipping out?
throwing a table at her.
Oh,
Yes.
it's that
looks like her
one.
mum.
Yes, so she's
Okay. I thought that
actively
was
getting
the
angry.
memory.
No.
No,
okay.
it's the other way
No, that
around.
was the video.
Okay. I misunderstand.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh.
Everything after that is the
And you see the
memory.
matriarch coming in and being all motherly and
From can I tell from the look? I can see Gunlog, right? It's not her POV.
Yeah, you can
It's
see
like
Gunlock. This
camera
looks
of
like
Gunlock.
a hidden camera kind of thing. Maybe in a
Right.
light
Reality
fixture.
show.
Yeah, it's a bit like Big Brother.
Okay. Can I make a check to see if Gunlog appears drugged or charmed or something? Like
You
vacant look on her face, like signs
you
of.
know that she's not drugged, because she appears lucid. But when it comes to magic, let me get you to make me an Arcana check.
Yeah. I can do that.
It's a very high DC because you're looking through a video.
Okay,
21.
I'm gonna use the advantage thing to 27 that.
Yes,
Because
you
why
can.
not? Yeah.
27. You look at Gunlog. You've worked with Gunlog now for at least 250 years at this point. And you remember talking to her when you had the clinic.
Yes.
This Gunlog is particularly aggressive. You've never seen her treat a human being the way that she's treating the wait staff at the moment.
Okay. Can I?
also
So-
Boskis met Gunlag's mom. She might realize that this woman looks a lot like her actual mom.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
that
can,
doesn't escape you.
Can Ghost just bring this up casually and say, "Good luck. That's your real mother there."
I
Your
don't
mom.
think so. Not quite.
That's yeah, mother is in there.
He will point to the other lady, not mother, but the maid.
That's
You don't ever
that is-
remember her name. Like, she's just a nameless maid that you have in the house.
She doesn't look familiar to you.
No, she does. But she's not. I don't.
She used to sound something like this, and Ghost will attempt to replicate her voice, thinking about when we did meet Good Mom and like how she talked, what sort of warmth she conveyed, how she brought food and all this sort of things. Can he convey that?
You have the actor's feat, right?
Yes.
What does that do? It gives you advantage on performance. Is it?
And
You can
it
mimic
lets
the
us
speech
mimic,
of another person or sounds made by other creatures as long as you have heard them speaking for at least a minute.
Oh, easy.
And it's a charisma deception or I'll use deception for this with advantage.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, not bad.
26. With a 26.
Yeah, that's gonna work.
Oh, for sure. Not even a question. You see this big, towering, lumbering, white, fluffy creatures with cold
Well, currently
blue eyes.
crawling on the ground like a dog.
Currently crawling, but it's hard to crawl when you're trying to portray Gunmam, because she has
Okay.
such a presence about her that is so different from the person in the video. Although they look similar, how they carry themselves completely different. Gunlog, you see Gunmam, you see this very familiar presence being paraded by a fluffy person. You recognize the
Yeah.
personhood, if not in a different body. And they're definitely something preferable over the meek, timid, yes man kind of behavior in the video.
It
And
is,
this is
and it's
endearing.
also really upsetting. Because she recognizes that that's her mom, but she also like
It's
there's
interfering with the programming.
it's
Yeah,
interfering, but it's
very
also
much
like
so.
the realization that this is the person that doesn't exist anymore. Alongside knowing that like understanding that some of these memories are absolutely twisted in her head, and it's just a lot at the same time. And in her current state of mind, she's gonna like lash out and punch Ghost and try to make him stop.
Okay, make me another wisdom saving throw.
Not with yeah, not with a weapon or anything, but she'll just definitely be
Oh, you make that save big time.
yeah, no shit.
Now
In
it's
my
whether
head,
or
Ghost
not
makes like
Ghost
a
wants to take
squeaky
it.
sound when you punch him.
It depends on whether Ghost wants to take it or dodge.
He'll just take it. Like she'll lose like half her arm into the fluff or something.
Yeah. And
Make
then
me an
And,
attack
make
roll,
a
good
squeak
luck.
noise.
It's just an unarmed
Yeah, it's unarmed.
Roll.
Strike.
unarmed strike, so just plus my
Okay.
strength. So it's a D20 minus 1.
It's okay. It's something.
So
Okay.
it's not
Yeah,
gonna actually hurt you, but the intent is there. Like you'll see the upset on her face, I'm sure.
Okay.
Not even.
And because she came close to do this, can Ghost respond by grapple hugging her?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
comfort hug. Yep.
She misses with a 12. So you can
I'll
parry.
say he will let her hit so that it's easier to like comfort hug her.
The comfort hug is not gonna work right now. We're gonna panic. We're gonna
Let's make a contested grapple check to see if Gwenlog stays in the comfort hug. Because now it's very. You're again confronted with the same memory of eyes closed, strapped to a table or a chair, can't move, very uncomfortable.
she'll start mumbling things, and you'll hear she's talking about Erin.
Okay. He will comfort hug her, but he won't go beyond that. Instead, will continue singing like Good Mom did, trying to make more comforting noises. Because the further the matrix is damaged, the better as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not getting any like positive feedback.
Yep.
Like it might be nice in the long run. This is really painful for Gunlag at the moment, and she'll be kicking and probably even screaming a bit and just trying to get away. And
Okay.
With the
He will
song,
release. Yeah.
and crying, I think, at this point as well.
and you're crying with the song, it's absolutely wrecking Gwenlog. Make me another wisdom save with disadvantage. Also,
Let's try.
while you're doing that, what song does Good Mom usually like hum? Is it like a lullaby? Is it one of like the top 40 hits of Roar City? Cardi
It
Live.
would
Lums top hit.
it would definitely be. I don't know if Ghost would know this, but she would definitely do either lullabies or like slightly like juicy folk songs. The ones that are not so innocent.
Like
He
she
will
might
sing the
be
lullaby.
she might be a fan of like some tree like creatures who come to perform some bars. They're called the Bark Street Boys.
I hate you.
I was just imagining that like the top 5 hit in the slums would be Jai Ho all the time.
Oh no! Anyway, yeah, so 18. With an 18, it does save, but I will give you um a short moment where Gunlock makes a mistake. You parry in front. It's sort of like a training fight. Between you and your instructor, and your mom is just passing through the corridor, and you parry but miss, and you fall. And then you turn around to see Mother. Mother sees this happen, and you see her roll her eyes, um, raise an eyebrow, purse her lips, walk towards you. I didn't raise my daughter to be such a whelp. Try harder. And then she leaves.
Huh. Interesting. I don't think she shares that with anyone because I'm not sure what it does at the moment, other than showing that she's not being sweet all the time. But neither was good mom. She was still like a tough mom as well.
Anyway, you're still ensconced in this hug, unable to
Yep.
escape.
And she's definitely like that. There's a lot of emotions and memories kind of clashing over the top of each other. And it's none of it is making any sense. And this person is holding her, and she can't get away, and she feels like she's being squeezed. Yeah, she's just panicking and crying, I think, at this stage.
Now that she feels trapped, what is her immediate response? What does she want to do? Because she's now being hugged against her will. She's being force fed information that she doesn't necessarily want at this current moment.
I think we are about to straight up Misty step out.
Make it happen.
Yeah. It's either that or it's like actually like fighting back and fighting to hurt. And she's like throwing up between them, and she's not really sure.
Okay. I will help you
She
make that
doesn't know what
decision
to
for
do.
you. 1, Misty Step. 2,
coin.
fight. Flip a coin. Or roll a
Flip a
d2.
coin. Roll a d4, odd numbers, fight, even numbers, flight.
Sure.
Flight. Misty step.
You all watch as she disappears from being ensconced in fluffy white and appears further away. Was it Misty Step is 15 or 30 feet?
30.
30 feet away.
And she's moving now away.
My
She like
question to
running
you.
away, like.
Yeah.
My question to Gunlug is you don't sleep with your armor. What do you have on you?
Probably just some like warmer clothes because we are in Winterland.
Yep.
But yeah, no armor at this point. She definitely will have like a dagger, but she's just like weapons is not really her specialty anyway. She's magic for fighting, so.
You do have your book with you.
Oh yeah, absolutely, but that's always on her.
Mm-hmm. She starts
I don't
running.
think she has all of the new stuff is probably not on her. That would be in her pack because she's still binding it and still making it.
Mm-hmm.
But the old one is there. It feels very comforting to have it right now.
Okay.
And she's taking off.
Everybody
Okay.
sees that she starts booking it.
Bosk will
So
call
give
out
shave.
to Frosk and be like, pack up the camp. I'll join the others to follow her.
Good luck. Are you running
Thumbs up.
towards Oalsit or away from Oalsit?
This is not a very coordinated escape. This is just away
I
from
don't think
the
she
vicinity
remembers where
she's-
Oalsit is.
Yeah, it's away from the vicinity she's in. She doesn't know where to go. She is I think in her head right now, it's a lot of memories and voices. It's the mother, it's mom, it's her friends and family, it's the sister she didn't remember she had, but that seems to be there. It's Erin. It's kind of a lot of voices just clashing at the same time. It's the new voice of reaching out to Toby again and hearing his voice and knowing that he's alive, but not knowing where he is. It's her brother's voice. It's the last time she went and saw him and he was yelling at her and telling her to leave. Um, it's Bosk, Wendy, Valerius, it's Morgana. It's even Mume is in there, especially when he looked into her eyes last time she was freaking out. It's a lot of everything. And so it's not a coordinated escape. It's not running towards anything. It's not running very effectively either. It wouldn't be very fast. She'd probably struggle to like take a like full dash. It'd probably be like a half dash, stumbling a bit, leaning against trees and just trying to keep space between her and the other people that she doesn't trust right now.
Ghost, give her some space. I think she might need time to ruminate.
Okay.
Alright.
Evens, you are moving towards Oalsit. Odds, you are moving away.
Okay.
Odds.
Odds.
What if
You're moving
some
slowly
third
away.
direction?
It's like just away, some arbitrary away. It's not gonna be far enough to ruin the day because you're already technically at Alsit. Especially from the conversations you had before with Mume and Bosk both navigating, or Frosk in this situation.
Yeah. And Good Luck knows they've been traveling here and why they've been traveling here is just the reasons and her motivations for being here is kind of unclear to her at the moment. Like she remembers waking up and that we're fighting the matriarch. She's just can't really understand why we're taking that stance at the moment or why she's agreeing with that. But she isn't sure that it's wrong. It's like that a clash of everything, I think, inside her head, and it's really, really confusing and frustrating.
I need everybody to make me a perception check.
Okay.
Perception.
I will not roll below a certain number. I forgot what number it is.
Hang it.
Me as well?
Yes.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Oh, deception.
Oh,
I
natural
know
20.
who will save us. Ah.
Okay, 10 and 13, you
rogue
are
save.
solely focused on Gunlag, who is running away, making sure that she doesn't do anything silly. Gunlag, you hear the moving sounds of something's mechanical. It's quite far away. Mume, you definitely hear that, and you kind of see it as well, and you're like, okay, that's not good. There's a bunch of sword hands, foot soldiery, no big ones, you think, but
Mhm.
they're definitely doing the route. They're not coming towards you, but if it would be very easy for Gunlag to make her way there to them.
I think when she hears them, she will want to go there. Not because she wants to hang out with them, but because she wants an outlet for her frustration at the moment, and this seems like as good as any.
Okay.
Oh.
They have not realized that anyone is here. Mumi knows this, Gunlag doesn't.
Gunlock doesn't. Okay.
Yeah.
I will. Depending. Let's see. I'm not strong enough. Gunlock might be stronger than me, but still I will try.
Oh,
Get
actual strength -1.
get up to her and try to. I know she has magic, but I would like to stall time just so that the patrol get past, so she doesn't like get into the path of the patrols and start a fight.
Okay, my
So
question
I'm
is,
gonna.
do you make this information known to her, or does it look like you're just about to attack her?
I'm going to get up to her, attempt to um
You heard
hold
her.
her, not hurt her, hold her, and then I said, wait, there's patrol. Please, not now. And try to like keep her quiet and keep her down.
Are you like tackling her?
It would seem so, yes.
Yep. No, that's fine. Yeah, she's not gonna like scream with a patrol nearby, but she's
Yeah.
annoyed because she was
Meanwhile,
about to head
Bosk
there.
and Ghost are like, "What are you doing?"
Why are you
I mean,
tackling?
it worked in that it stopped her, I suppose.
This is not the time to tackle the patient.
Okay, just to let you know what the siblings are doing. At first they were like, do I run and hide or do I help? Now they're like, okay, I definitely am not supposed to help because whatever they're doing is bad. And now they are just they're just putting things away but being very acutely aware of what's going on and ready to like hide if they have to.
Mm.
Good luck. The floor is yours.
Yes. She'll definitely like try to get away from the grapple. Um, so let's just try that first, eh? 4.
Okay. Uh,
You need to beat a 4.
okay. Athletics. I do still have my thing, so if I fail, I'm gonna reroll. Where
Eh,
is the athletics? Oh, there it is. Strength. Please roll
let's
be
see.
above a 4, above a 4, above a 4. Yes, above a 4.
Look at
I'm going to sort of elaborate what happens. It's not exactly a grapple. I'm going to say that Mume grabs your wrist. It's not like a proper grab. It's like a gentle like, hey, before he word vomits.
Yeah, it's like, wait, stop freaking out.
Wait, not. Don't go that way.
Like he was trying to stop you from running into traffic.
Yeah, a bit like that.
Yes.
It's surprisingly gentle.
Yeah, I don't think she expected that from Mume.
I'm a cat. I'm also fur.
he's
Yeah,
so
he might
fluffy
be
paws.
soft, but he hasn't been very soft with good luck so far.
Yes, that's fair.
Like the interaction she's had with him has been very like
It's
really
a rough.
direct to like a
It's
point
a
that's like
very rough boat. It's a very rough boat.
yeah, he's very direct in like not gentle in the way he talks either, which you know she can appreciate when she's not in such a fucking fragile state, or it's been like downright like mental assault. Actually, good luck and Mume needs to have like some sort of conversation soon and like hash out some of their differences because, but
It's
not
just-
today.
Yeah, definitely not today. Mume, I'm going to go by your previous perception of a 32.
Mm-hmm.
The clinking and grinding sounds of the mechanical creatures are slowly moving closer, but not close enough for you to worry yet. Maybe like 200 feet away over some snowbanks, so they can't see you.
Are they in a direction to like actually intercept us, or is it more like if we keep going, we'll intercept them?
If you keep going straight, you will intercept them.
Right. Let go of
Okay.
me.
I'm whatever. At least not that direction. I know you having issues right now, but not that way.
Fucking damn right, I'm having some issues right now. You're fucking holding me back.
Yes, but mm,
She'll
Uh,
start
go-
mumbling a bit under her breath.
A ghost will get a bit closer and go, you said something about you said something, Mume, a patrol?
a patrol ahead over there, coming close. Not close enough, but it will be visual if we get any closer or headed that direction at least.
Can we get into the hole and leave?
Mm, up to her.
Good luck does not look willing to go into a hole at the moment.
I'm not willing to force someone right now. Oh well, Mume at least.
Uh, can Ghost look to see where Mume was looking to see what sort of patrol size this is?
Mume can point you in the right direction, and you vaguely see. I guess you can make me a new perception check to scrutinize with
Which,
advantage.
oh yeah, I was going to ask, would that be an advantage?
Yes,
Mume helps, yeah.
Come on.
20. You
Okay.
think this is a contingent of foot soldiers? Definitely no big guys. You think it's maybe a pack of 11 or 15. They're very ordered as they march. You're not sure if there's any of the floating little guys that you fought the first time.
That's the ones I'm worried about. Okay, 11 to 15.
Are these similar to the ones that Gunlag was commanding when?
Yes. It
Yep.
seems that there's only some few models. The knife for hands and crossbow for hands.
So handsy.
It's no handsy.
Okay. Ghost will say to them, looks like 11 to 15 of them marching ordered. Okay, good luck. We may have disagreements, but let's agree to move away from them, alright?
I'm just going to take a moment to kind of just assess and then agree.
Alright, let's move this
Reluctantly.
way away from them. And
I
we'll
will
start.
I will gently let my hand go.
All right, let's leave then.
The
I,
siblings
I
don't.
guess me, Simulacrum, and Valerius have packed up.
Yes. With the help of the siblings as well. The siblings whisper to you when you come back. Boss, is she having one of her episodes again?
Yep. Slightly different this time, though.
Oh, what do you mean?
Remember how before she was scared and childlike? Were they there before?
Yeah,
They were,
definitely.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I suppose you'll see, but she's not anything like that.
Should we be worried this time?
About as worried as you were last time, I guess. It should pass.
Why? Because she points to. You can see the city. You camped just outside the city, and now in the daylight that's cresting,
Oh,
you
right.
watch as the faded mock sunlight begin to illuminate the derelict buildings. You recognize them, but they're definitely not what you remember them to be. They're left for nature to reclaim, for want of a better phrase.
I think we're gonna have a chat with her before we get into town. Do the twins know about the entrance of the tunnels? Or do they kind of
you-
know as much as we do right now?
They know as much as you do.
All right.
They at least know roughly the direction.
Yep.
And then she goes, if I'm not mistaken, we're supposed to just dip into whatever sewerage system.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, technically, they're all tunnels.
There are can I, like, having this view of what used to be Bror, can I sort of identify landmarks that I remember that have turned
Definitely.
into ruins?
It's not hard for you to identify landmarks. The ruins reflect. I wouldn't say you're in the city, like
Yeah,
in the
we're
inner
just
city.
like the outside
Yeah.
area, so we can see like the northern gate or whatever, right?
Definitely. So the tall buildings remain tall. Like it's a bit like being in PJ and being able to see KLCC on the
Yep.
highway.
Is
Question,
that like the
DM.
Rikers Tower?
Is the
Sorry?
council building still there?
It is very, very horrible looking. Like there's from far away, it looks like it's crumbling.
More so than the other buildings?
About the same.
Okay.
Is the cathedral still there?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Is anything of note missing or new?
No. Nothing looks new from where you can see right now.
Okay. I'm guessing we have like a little checklist of places that we want to visit, and I'm pretty sure Valerius wants to check out Old Rikers. So I guess we head. The patrol wasn't towards the city, right?
No, they seem to be making a perimeter around.
Okay, so we're gonna head toward the city, but avoiding the patrol,
Okay.
and be on the lookout for more patrols.
Okay, who would like to take survival checks and who would like to take perception checks? I will give you advantage because Valerius is technically here.
I'm
Or
down
perception.
for survival checks.
I think you and Mume have the best.
Yes, I have
Okay.
double boss, so
All right. I will do the perception if you are survival
Yes,
then.
please.
Okay,
Yes,
take
please.
you do the
perception
perception
with
because
advantage,
I
please.
can't see shit.
Okay.
Lol.
There we go. 25.
25,
26.
26.
The twin doctors will lead the way.
The twin doctors. Okay, very good. The 26 is very good because between you and Valerius, you actually managed to stay hidden from patrols. There are patrols and they are moving around very quietly, and not in big groups, maybe one or two, and somehow they seem to be buffered by like stealth. They're less rickety than the outside ones.
I guess we're also covering our tracks if that was not clear.
Could you, DM, could you describe what these patrols look like in the prototype or whatever model it is?
It seems to look vaguely the same as the sword ones, except the wheels are bigger. They don't seem to make as much noise. The high perception actually clued you into where they are because although they don't make a lot of noise, they still make noise. They don't seem to be hiding from much. They seem to be circling their own designated areas. You haven't watched them for long enough to see if they make circles. But you have seen several who are definitely different from the dings that you see. Like the damage they have sustained are all different. They don't seem to be
Be
repaired.
the same. Yeah. Okay. So they are
Oh,
just quiet. They are not like they don't have like what Valerius has, like some sort of like enhanced ability to hide or something like that,
No,
right?
no. They're just like they have soft peats, or they're well
Okay.
oiled.
okay.
Either or.
Important question. Are there any flyers or drones?
You're not sure.
Even with what we saw.
Correct. This is a big
So we
space.
haven't seen any. Is the
Oh,
thing?
that's
Yeah.
that is
Um,
very.
There's also just I remind you these are full of buildings, so they might be inside buildings, they might be
Yeah, yeah.
outside buildings, they might be high up, they might be hidden.
Once
There's
we
a lot
get
of space.
once we get to cover, I'll take a minute to do the primeval awareness to see if I can detect any that are dangerously close or like hidden in the city or
Yeah.
the ruins.
I will say with a 25 survival, you can find yourself in a safe sort of house.
Yep.
Definitely abandoned, definitely doorless and windowless, as if it's been blown clear off. Like think
Wow.
Chernobyl.
Violence. Oh my.
Some parts of the wall are crumbly. Bits of the roof have fallen down. It seems as if nature has reclaimed some parts. You see bird's nest. You see creatures building and taking things away. And then you do your primeval awareness, and there's pings everywhere. but they're like solitary pings or like double pings.
Okay, so I explain these sort of patterns to everyone. And Gunlog, I imagine you're going through it right now. Are you
I was
okay to keep following us?
I was actually going to ask Shah if I can try to sneak away.
Go for it, man.
Uh,
You
I
don't
have
have to
very
beat a 26
Especially now
perception.
that we've like gone into Broar, and with all the things running through her head, this seems like a very good place to for some solitude.
Okay.
would
I will say that you have to be a 26 to be able
Yeah.
to leave.
So look, there is two numbers that could beat that.
A 19
One
or a
is
20?
27 and one is 28.
Oh, it's 26 or 27, but
no.
no.
Does not. But I'm guessing you try
I
to make a break for it anyway.
Yes, absolutely.
Uh,
The attempt
So-
is there.
So I ask this after we like stop you and get to a safe place.
I
Yeah.
would say Mume is the one that clocks you.
uh, okay.
Where you going? Hey,
Where
buddy.
So,
Hey, crazy girl, where are you going? No, I'm not gonna say that.
I mean, it would be fair.
Um, it's not safe out there. There's a lot of pings just as boss. Wait, just as dog. No. Oh, god damn it. Dog, she's on the run.
Wait, you didn't leave, did you? Or did you leave?
On the way.
Did you
I
stop her
I believe
again?
I saw
I
her.
don't. I don't.
Have you
don't
been
She's not far.
stopped,
see-
Gunlog, or
I
did you just scuttle
I
away and he saw you?
I spoke to her unless she stopped.
Like you definitely saw me try to sneak away. So
Yeah.
it's up to you if you stop me or not, I suppose.
Yeah.
I will say like
my
it's
question is,
not. Yes.
does Gunlao continue to walk away as she's being spoken to?
Oh, that is a good question. If no one is trying to physically stop her,
Ghost
Yeah.
will
And
stop her if he's alerted. It's just
I'm
that when Mume like that, I didn't
Mhm.
know if he was telling anyone or whatever.
I think he
verbally I'm
speaks
saying
out loud so everyone can hear.
Okay, then Ghost will move to gently take her by the wrist and say, "We're not going through the surface. We're going through the safe way."
I don't know if there's anything we want to see underneath. I want to see the surface.
She's not wrong, but we
boss.
should lay low until we're all on the same page, don't you think?
Agreed.
So what kind
Safe
of things are
way.
you seeing
I
now?
do want to ask boss though
Let's.
if any of the pings are in buildings.
Yes, some are. They're like everywhere.
Yeah, it's
Hmm.
it's
I can't
very
really
scattered.
tell what's in building and what is not in building. I just know like distance and general
Yeah,
direction.
because you have
Oh.
Anything in the sky,
What type of
guess.
creature was it? Or
there
could you tell?
are pings in the sky as well.
Yes,
Oh,
I
okay.
tell everyone this.
Okay.
It's the constructs,
Yeah.
Okay.
the quote unquote undid.
So
Yep.
the problem is you have 8 kilometers worth of ping.
Yes,
So
and
that's
it's like
a lot of
Ah.
ping.
a lot, and some are
That's
in the sky.
Yeah.
Either in the sky or
Or
in tall
hidden.
buildings.
Yeah.
Both are not good for us.
Mm-hmm.
right. Okay.
Right, we have our recon information. Let's step back and think of what to do with it. Ghost
Oh,
will.
funnily enough, none underground.
Okay,
Yep.
that's good. We should try to find a way to get underground. From memory, what are the
We
common
do
ways to get
we
underground?
do have a way to contact them to get in there, and that involves one particular building wreckage. But right now, I think the priorities were just like Ghost is saying, we've done our recon. Let's lie low for a bit and think about this.
Yeah.
AKA, let's all pull back from the city to a safe location beyond the pings.
I also
And
have I have an
A
idea
long
though.
rest.
Because
Didn't we just long rest?
Yes, but we're going to long rest until the badness is over because we can't go into Oalsit with her like this.
Just FYI, you can't long
Mm.
rest right now because you've just long rested like 2 hours ago.
Yeah, but I mean long rest
Yeah,
is
I
spending
think he
time.
means like we
Skip a day.
You
just
skip
we
like
chill. Yeah, we
technically
chill
skip
for a
the
day.
day. Yeah.
Okay. Also, what was
That's
Ina
the
saying?
recommendation.
So do you remember my city secrets that I
Yes.
have? And not to mention that Bror is somewhere that Gunlag used to sneak around in quite a lot, and she used to sneak around underground
Mm-hmm.
in the sewers quite a lot as well. Would she know an easy access point to the sewers?
You would definitely remember the manholes and things like that. But I cannot guarantee that the sewers
That they're still-
will be the same
Yeah.
that Gunlock remembers.
No, or that even like the access points are still, not buried or collapsed
Correct.
or whatever.
Okay, let me know what you want to do. Like, what
Yeah.
is the goal here?
I will suggest that if you want to go underground, we could go over there, or there's 2 streets over there, there's one behind us over there, or over there as entry points.
Do we want to head down today?
I ask my question again to Gunlog.
Sorry, what
Are
did
you
you?
all right? Are you all right to follow us, or have us follow you?
Oh, yeah, she didn't answer that on purpose.
Yes,
Um,
that's why I ask it again.
Yes. Um, she looks uncertain. She's kind of like just back and forth between it. Like she thinks yes, that's a good idea, and then she thinks no, that's a terrible idea. I don't want to be around these people.
The rest of us have no way of contacting you.
I can contact you if I want to.
If something happens to you, you might not have the opportunity to.
Something happens to me, I might not want you to come to my rescue
Why not?
because I don't trust you.
Not me. I points to the big mountain of fur and dog.
I think she's talking about all of us.
Yes.
Trust is an issue, but right now I don't trust the city to be safe either. He'll be like drawing a little map sketch of the buildings, trying to think about what he remembers of Old Bror, and like there's way too many dots everywhere for hostiles, right?
They'll take me to mother.
Which mother?
Matriarch.
Would that make you happy?
I don't know. I I want to, but I don't want to at the same time.
You were keen on destroying whatever she had built a few days ago.
I'm not actually that keen on that. Look, I don't know what to think. She is
From the
in my
city
fucking
and spend a
head.
bit of time to think.
I want to fucking kill her, and I also want to be with her.
In that case, I suggest we do actually pull back for now. Let you have a day to clear your mind, see if that make you decide if you want to go back or continue your path.
And if I still feel this way tomorrow, what then?
I guess that's up to your friends to decide then. I am just an outsider.
Vosk makes eye contact with Ghost and Valerius, like, that's a good question. What if it doesn't go away? Will you let me examine you to see if there's anything wrong that I can find?
Isegun like thinks about it for a little bit before she nods. But she looks cautious. If you're like, I don't know if you're trying to do it now or later, but
No,
she
no,
looks
no.
really cautious.
No, it's just a question. And then
Mm.
you nod, and Bosk will say, "We shouldn't do it here, however. The safest thing to do will probably be to actually DM. At this point, do we think that it's relatively easy still to withdraw from the city?
The problem is not whether it's easy or hard to withdraw from the city, it's whether or not you will or won't eventually bump into one of those things.
Yes. So from now, I'm considering two options. One is we kind of just double back and leave town the way we came, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or similar, like avoiding the patrols. The second option is identifying one of the entrances to the underground that Gunlog had mentioned, and seeing to go and trying to get underground. Which of those do I judge to be safer?
You know that moving above ground is always going to be there's a chance of getting into a lot of trouble if you keep moving above ground.
Yep. And leaving involves a lot of above ground movement.
Yes. You managed to come in relatively unscathed, but you're not sure if the exit will also remain unscathed now that you know how many of those things are out there.
Yep. Okay. So I have made the judgment that it's probably safer for us to try to get underground. I tell that to everyone. At this point, it's probably better for us to try to get underground.
The siblings agree with you. We're, we're already here. That I understand what Miss Gunlaug is going through. I think. I also think it is transitory. Hopefully, Gunlaug, I need you to trust us.
She gives her the finger.
I understand.
How about you just pick one of us and trust one of us?
She
I'm
nods.
Can
not
even be this
asking-
one. And then I gesture to the simulacrum, who has by now, after the days of travel, fashioned like a style of mask that's like Bosk's old mask.
Oh yes, the one person even more brainwashed than the rest of us.
I give a little
Uh,
shrug.
We're not asking for trust. We're asking for what makes common sense, and right now we need to go underground. Because none of us are any safer.
And like we'll agree with that point.
Alright. He will look for the way to get underground. And that
I'll point
involves
out
me.
a handful.
Sorry?
I'll point out a handful so Bus can kind of triangulate with her blips.
Okay, I'm gonna say you point out 5. Roll me 5d100s. And you want to roll
Go.
high.
Oh,
The
and
higher
also
the
DM.
better. Oh,
That's one.
Oh,
That's
that's
good.
that's good.
oh,
That's
two.
several that
oh,
are good.
3.
I am very
Actually,
good at rolling
3.
high.
There's 3 very high numbers.
3 very, very goods. I will say the definite is the 96 and the 93. 93 is further in. You think it's gonna take you about 40 minutes to an hour movement through town to get to this particular one. 96 is further in, but you're pretty sure this one has a very high chance of still being open because it's very, very hidden. It's in the lows.
All right,
Mm.
let's go to the lows then.
Guys, just wait a second, because I remember last time, Old Man Jaka told us that if we needed to meet them, we needed to go to a certain building, ruin, and do a certain call thing.
Okay,
Remember that?
There's
for
a
No,
first
no,
just a
that
we
is
have to
reminder,
look for.
that's
Old Man Jaka
the
gave you two things. He said, look for green lock for the
Mhm.
underground, and the second one is to find. Hang on, what is the place called?
there is a
Lactis.
name. Like yes.
So those are two different things.
And I believe Laka, you need to find the symbol first as well because it changes from
I have
places to places.
two
From
names, Christina and John. Who are they?
that is to ask if they are okay. When we ask for green lock.
Okay.
Oh,
And I have this this address, Pinewood and Co, 36 Inn Street Road. What
Oh,
does that mean?
Pine Road of Co is the people who is had construct the what you call the facility
yes.
in where the tower fall. That
Where the
facility.
tower fall?
You remember the facility
The
and then
ruin
Medical
where
area.
facility.
The
all the
medical
way
facility?
Yes.
yes
Yes.
the medical facility. That is the name you get of who
Oh,
make
of the
the building.
yeah. The okay. Yes.
Yes.
I remember now.
Okay.
Good
But
memory.
those people are underground, right? They're not gonna be above ground.
The Laka might be above. Not sure because it says building. The green lock it's
Underground.
underground. Yes, green lock is underground.
Okay.
Correct.
I think we should just try to get underground ASAP.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, but I just wanted to check that we weren't missing any protocols. So okay, let's
Yeah,
go
no.
underground.
Yeah. I believe the looking for green Laka is that's after after getting into Oalsit
Okay.
Tunnels.
All right.
Okay, are you stealthing?
Yes.
Yes.
Would like to.
Okay, make me. Um, this is a community stealth check. Somebody roll for Valerius as well.
Do you
May I
have pass without trace?
Asked without trace.
Yes,
I don't.
There you go.
I don't know if
Oh,
anybody
Wait,
has
who
that.
has that?
Does anyone
Ad-
have it?
Bosk?
I don't
what?
think I have it.
You're
Ranger?
not
You have
me
level
check.
5 ranger, right?
Yes, but I don't think I would have picked that spell.
Ah.
It's a level 2, right? No. I have
Yeah.
silence.
So I
does
don't think Valerius would have that spell at.
But I remember he did something before, and we did have pass without trace before. Who had it?
Then let's check Valerius spell list, shall we? And see what he has.
Valerius. He has invisibility. He has protection from poison. I don't see pass without a trace on his
Also,
list.
because he's not
It
here.
might not be a.
Or is it a cleric spell?
No,
No.
it's
No.
not a cleric
No,
spell.
it's a
Oh, okay.
it's a druid spell.
Yes, it's a druid and ranger spell, but I don't
Mhm.
have it on my list.
What I
Oh,
can
no.
do is I can enhance ability on.
Okay.
Enhance yourself so you don't clang. That's all you can do, really.
Valerius
Yeah.
can cast
No.
invisibility on you. That will help.
Yeah, and
That
I
does
can
give advantage on.
I can
spells.
do for several of us by just upcasting it as well.
Sure.
So let's enhance ability. Do it on myself and then reluctantly on so let's see how many levels. Let's cast it on
I think
Fifth?
Valerius also has a thing that makes
Yes,
him
advantage
has
on
has
advantage.
his-
Yeah,
yeah.
so you don't
Yeah,
have to
he
cast
has
it on
his
him.
own spell
Machine.
advantage. Yes.
Yeah. So let's
So do not
get it on
enhance
4 of
Valerius.
us by
No, do
casting
not.
it.
Does not need to put on Valerius.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I will drop Valerius. Who else is super
Moving.
stealthy? Because I might want to cover the twins.
Yes, the twins are probably better. Mume should be fine, right?
Lulu should be
I
fine.
have 15 without rolling.
Yeah, so you're fine.
You're
I
great.
think you're
You're
fine.
great.
So you and Valerius, I think, are fine.
Yeah. So you guys are on
I'm
your own. I'm
okay.
casting on the rest.
Because I
Right.
still have proficiency.
Yes. So give it to the give it to Ghost, Doctor, and the
Right.
twins.
Okay,
Yep.
I'm
Who
gonna.
will be rolling for Valerius asking?
I don't know.
I
I'll
can.
Ask
click his
yourself.
thing.
Click his button, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll click on mine first.
I will click mine now.
Okay, wait.
Okay.
Click. And
Northeast
then
left.
one for the different me,
Oh, yeah,
Ooh, the
right.
different you
I
is higher.
forgot about the different you.
and
Okay,
then
let me
one
click
for
for
Valerius.
Oh,
Oh,
No. Valerius has
Advantage.
advantage.
oh
Yes.
right.
yes, advantage.
Okay, you try
You.
clicking once, Mike.
Uh,
Ah,
Hey,
slightly
Spike.
better.
let me see.
Well done, Valerius. 18 is a number.
Yes, 18 is a
Yeah.
good number.
And
Okay.
remember that Ghost had advantage as well.
Yeah, I have advantage, so I'm taking 19.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is the total? 20, 19, 26?
Mhm.
Yes, I only need one. I
Oh,
don't
okay.
have advantage.
23, 29. The siblings, one
18.
rolled a natural 20 and one rolled a
Oh,
natural
nice.
17 thanks to the advantage.
Good,
You're
good.
so
Uh,
good at following.
And 18. Yeah, they're good at not getting in trouble. Like very good. Also
Yeah,
rolls
remarkable,
were
actually.
decent.
Uh,
Good.
GM, might I want to ask and add something?
Uh-huh.
While we are going through the streets, can I look for any newer what you call uh strict what you call secret markings like
Thieves
how thieves
can?
can, yeah, thieves can,
Okay,
like
from your
those
team
markings.
specifically or
Specifically
generally?
like I I'm looking for specific because like some of the freedom fighter would have like hidden marks that would indicate like here, there, whatever
Everywhere.
location, right? Yeah. So
Does your
I'm trying
crew
to
have another rogue?
yes.
Mastermind rogue, right?
So would they have like left
Uh,
markings of like, oh, we
yeah,
came this
so
way?
I'm asking see if they have
Yep.
anything like that, or is there any other freedom fighters here that has left marks?
Okay. Since you are traveling for about an hour and something, for the first
Mm.
hour, with all of the stealth rolls, which is really good, by the way, uh, I need Mume to roll me a perception check.
Okay, sure.
Unless you want to stall for time, then you can make investigations.
No, my perception is higher than investigate. No, it's actually the same. I can do either or.
Okay.
It
Me
is
and
22.
Fake Me
22.
also have Thieves' Cant, but I imagine the language has evolved too much from when I remember.
I
And
wouldn't
my
say
memes are out of date.
your memes are out of date. Like you know what they mean individually,
We
like
all
you
have
know what the words
these
mean
guys.
separately.
Yes.
But what if the people in Brawl, due to being underground for so long, haven't really evolved very much since?
You
I
don't
mean, they
know.
talk to each other, 100%.
Language evolves
Yeah.
amazingly fast.
Look,
Mm.
look. From the year 1990 to the year 2000, we went from what's cooking, I don't know, I don't remember what the 90s were like, to Bootylicious.
To
So
what?
But this is like a landlocked country.
it's also been 200
doesn't
years.
matter.
That's when it evolves the most, when you are isolated by yourself. That's when it
Exactly.
like
Language
takes off.
is
That's
wild.
how you get different dialects.
Yes, you talk to
Okay.
one strange child and you pick up like 3 new sayings.
Look, within
Okay.
a span of less than 5 years, we have all started to speak like Ben.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. I haven't even
Concerning
known
and
Ben for 5
hilarious.
years, and I fucking adopt his pattern.
I don't
Every
even talk to
time.
Ben that often.
Oh, and like twice a week, I adopt his speaking pattern.
Exactly. For no reason.
Other
Anyway,
than that, it's really fun to do.
it also confuses everyone. Like, what are you saying? And I'm like, this is my speech pattern now. What do you speak, Ben?
What
I
you
thought I
mean?
always speak. I
No.
thought I always speak like this.
the Benisms. Anyway, with a perception of 22, you search high and low. You don't really gleam the specific thieves' cant or hobo markings on any surface. You think that the path that you're taking is very, very different from the path that they took for
Mm.
the first hour, anyway.
Being guided by a local, after all.
Exactly. You manage with the help of Gunlaug moving through buildings, making sure you coast amongst the shadows. You do great, especially after a few times where Bosk would hunker down and do primeval awareness to again dodge all these things. I need you to make another stealth roll and Mume another perception check.
Okay.
This is the
First I need to
second hour, so the first round of enhanced ability is gone.
Oh, I don't have it, so that's fine. Would that we don't need to stuff again, right? Or
We
Enhanced
do.
ability is one action.
oh,
Would
well,
would
that
you
wouldn't mind.
would you ask one of the doctors to help you look for clues? Because we can help you look for clues. We do have the prerequisite proficiencies.
Right. I believe I asked Shah before that I could teach those who have thieves scan the new hip and cool thieves scan.
Yeah, I will say there's a lot of downtime for you to be like, okay, this is how we
This
say
is
lost. This is how we say slay. Bootylicious doesn't exist anymore.
That's outdated. People will be confused.
If
Wait,
you
don't
say
work
this,
close.
they
This is
know you're not
juicy
from
on the
here.
butt anymore.
Juicy.
Okay.
Nobody says Audi 5000.
Oh, what? Is Nokia still in?
Um,
Okay, anyway.
Is it round 2 of stealths?
yes, round 2 of stealth. It's up to Gunlaug if she
I
wants
shall
to spend another.
recast. We might as
Okay.
well.
Same
Kindly,
gang.
thank you.
Same gang.
Good luck.
Thank you, Gunlock, even though I'm not using it.
What
Do
would
one
you
of the
do?
doctors have it, or
Good luck will suggest that you guys would be absolutely hopeless without her, and that's why you want to keep her around.
Oh god. This time the siblings rolled a natural, like the highest, okay? Natural
Oh
11
my
and a
goodness,
natural
what?
5 plus stuff. Oh my god, a natural 3.
we are mighty?
Today, I am
think
only rolling ones and 20s exclusively.
you're REing.
Yeah, it's a journey.
Oh
Big
well. Okay, I
large.
think 2 natural 20s help make up for the siblings getting distracted by
That
Mume
last one was one Valerius roll.
one Valerius roll. Okay.
The 29.
It's big. It's
Yeah,
I wonder-
I think we're Gucci.
yeah, I think
Can
we're
I
good.
use my 20 to offset like one of the siblings by
Oh, no,
literally
no.
like
You-
gently hitting them on the head to tell to show them to focus?
Oh, definitely. So what happens is both of them are getting distracted with Mume, who is looking for signs essentially. That they almost walk into a bunch of rubble that you know will make a lot of noise. So
Oh no.
both Dr. Bosk and Gunlaug manage to grab them before they sort of walk into the pile. And they're like, oh, sorry.
Frost will help Mume look for clues
Okay.
Right.
with her 22 investigation.
Would that be 26 because help?
Oh, sure.
Okay, so Mume is helping Frosk.
No, it's supposed to be the other way
We're
around.
working together.
Okay, you're working
So do I
together.
roll separately?
If you roll separately, I'll take the 22.
Then we'll
If
take the
you
22
choose-
and whatever you roll.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so up to you.
Investigation. I'll see what I get.
Bigger?
No.
Same, actually.
Same,
Yeah.
actually. It's fine. Both of you feed off each other.
Yeah.
You look around. This time it's a foray in learning a foreign language to Frosk.
Yes.
As she
Well,
finds out
she cannot learn. She's just like, wait, what are these?
she recognizes it but doesn't retain for long-term information, that kind of thing. Like she's
Yeah.
like memory of a goldfish.
Look
Her
for this
memories
log
reset.
symbol. Okay.
Yes. What you do find is perhaps older freedom fighter sigils, not yours.
Hmm. Am I able to date how old it is?
With a 22,
Valerius might be able to tell you.
I'm gonna say you can collectively amongst
He's
yourself
half
have that
dwarf, right?
conversation. Um, some of them happen to be less than 5 months old. Some of them
Ooh.
happen to be like 5 years to 10 years kind of faded old.
I guess we just pay attention to the recent ones and see
Yeah.
if they help lead us to safety.
Mm,
Do they do so? Or are they warnings?
they are more like coordination. So
Hmm.
something was about to go down 5 or 6 months ago,
Okay.
Right.
and they had the
Okay.
meeting somewhere in this area.
Okay.
Wait,
Probably not
uh,
so important for us then.
when
Yep.
did the tower thing in the Ice Root College go down?
Like 50 years
5
ago.
years? Yeah.
Oh,
Oh wow.
okay.
It's not that.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, it's a different thing. But if there was a meeting here 5 to 6 months
Sorry,
ago, then it
60
makes sense
years
for the
ago.
60 years ago. Okay. No, but if there was a meeting here 5 to 6 months ago, it makes sense for the surveillance to be crazy then.
Mhm.
Hmm.
But you also gauge that 5 or 6 months ago, from the signs, from the thieves' cant, from the scribbles on the wall, there used to
Hmm.
be less surveillance.
Makes
You
sense.
Yeah.
also
Yeah.
managed to find like a parcel of hardtack, like food that doesn't
Hmm.
spoil.
Yep.
Probably
Oh
don't need to
Military
take that,
rations.
right?
Yeah,
no.
military rations, some MREs.
I'm leaving it there just so any other.
Someone else will need it more than we do.
Yes,
What a
we are
good
not.
person.
I'm not RPG gaming right now. I will not open every single chest.
Are you
just
kidding
just
me?
steal the cheese wheels, steal the
Good luck, real take.
candelabras.
It looks like you guys have never fucking gone hungry before. Come on.
Goes
Put
into another house, open their chest.
it's
Good
like
luck says that, and then Bosk is like, honestly,
Mhm. Look, we're back in. We're really getting close to the lows. There's some habits that just die hard. Okay.
Die hard.
Yeah.
you
With a
can discuss
vengeance.
amongst yourself if you steal some MREs. I say steal in the
Mm,
most general sense. Like you don't know if people are going to pick it up.
I am not.
Eventually,
Like, yeah,
mhm.
I'm not.
I
So,
see Gunlog take some, and I'm like, well, common practice is to give back. I take out some of the stuff that I've preserved in our travels and like replace.
You read the label on the MRE and it says chicken curry.
Yee. Best
Not
before
bad actually.
150 years ago.
mm,
Um, and the memory brings you, funnily enough, to Larry's kebab. What happened to him?
Oh.
We don't know. Anyway, you find yourself eventually where Gunlog pointed. It is a hidden enclave that leads to a narrow path that eventually goes down a bunch of stairs behind a trap door that also eventually leads to a room with a hidden grate and a manhole.
God damn. Okay, this is
Very,
probably
very
our
hidden.
new favorite entrance.
And as you look around, hopefully somebody has light because dark vision will not save you.
okay.
Um, there's a lot of dust. This place has not been tampered with for a very long time.
I will turn on my lightsaber for light source.
I would have had a little safe room hideout, hidey hole somewhere nearby.
Good
Can
luck.
I try to locate?
Yeah, for sure. I also want to know why you would know this place, possibly. Because you're now in the lows.
We're now in the lows, and in the lows we had not too many hideouts because we didn't really need them in the lows, but we did when we traveled to other places in the city, and some of that travel happened underground, um, which means she had 3 or 4 hidey holes in the tunnels. One of them would be very close to home because it would be very easy to stash things in. She had a couple of rooftops throughout the city as well, because those were the best places to hide, were rooftops or sewers.
Okay, make me a wisdom saving throw.
Come on, roll the one.
Give you my one.
Ah,
No.
you do not win this round, or
We
rather, you
rolled the
win too
opposite
hard.
or a 1 or a 20, just straight middle.
You push away the thoughts or memories that come with experiencing a space that you had lived in for so long. And easily enough, do you bring everybody with you?
Can Ghost try and do something as well?
Yeah, for sure.
As we are going down below, Ghost thinks about his time at the speakeasy, how they would make their way and reach it.
Okay, which one? The fancy one or the cheap one?
The cheap one below.
Okay, so the one with Fermi.
Yes. So
Yeah.
he'll think about like how they used to travel and make their way around.
It's been a while since you traversed this area. You remember once upon a time you followed Gunlaug and Valerius into this area for an eradication. This didn't used to be an empty, desolate space. There used to be people still slumming about in the area, per using the accessibility of housing. And then you followed the trail of the burning dead. Somebody didn't want this area to be inhabited. It was a stain on the memory, on the history of the matriarch's rule. You
Wait,
remember,
we smell it now? Or
not now, this is like his memory.
It's a memory.
Oh, okay.
You remember first Valerius went in stomping with his robots through, bringing down important buildings. You also remember following behind as bodies littered the place. It was a smorgasbord for you, with different smells, different creatures. Everybody a beautiful flambe, smoked, flayed. But that was not something that you cared about. Food was easy. What did escape you was the memories of Lily as buildings were pulled to the ground. You watch as Valerius commanded expertly larger machines, bigger than the ones you fought so far, to grab a chunk from one side of the building to watch it collapse on another side like dominoes. And slowly you watch them move to the center of the city, the once verdant, once climate controlled, the Omni Cathedral. You watch as flames, as missiles go break and shatter things that surround it. It was a raising of the city. But you're not sure what happened in the underground because they didn't go underground. They just wanted the surface wiped.
I hope she made it wherever she ended up after the ages. He'll be mumbling to himself.
Do you mumble it in the vicinity of Gunlaug?
Yes.
Okay, Gunlaug, I'm gonna ask you. I'm not gonna ask you to roll. Do you choose to hear this?
Oh, like if she can choose to like over here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. You hear him
He's a
mumble this.
nosy fucker on the best of days. She's paranoid today.
Okay. You hear this, and then you yourself remember that you heard your friend's voice after so long. You will also then surmise that yes, Erin might be here, but wherever your friend is, he seems safe, which means other people might be safe too. That information you may keep to yourself if you feel like it.
Ghost.
You're about to tell me you don't trust me again.
Toby's alive, which means he got out. Other people could have as well.
Maybe. I just don't understand the selection criteria.
She might not have even been here, right? When
Hmm.
I mean, she was with Aegis, right? So
So
not
was
even on the
Erin.
continent. Yeah, but Erin, I think, was already compromised. And if Toby survived, she wouldn't have given up all of their locations, or at least not at that time, which means she might have been fine.
Gunlock.
I mean, she was
From what
probably with my people.
from what you know of Toby, from what you may have talked to him before or known of him, where would he want to go most in the world?
Oh, that's a good question. Because I made up a backstory for Toby.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, spicy.
Oh, back in
Upon
the
hearing these two talk about this, Bosk realizes, oh, it's probably a good idea for me to take off my mask in case people find us down here. Her
If
eyes still glow in the dark, though.
yeah, if you're
Okay.
in a dark place and you're not on the surface anymore, everybody can see that you reflect light. You're like a cat.
A question now for two players and also in character. Does Mume ever seen Dr. Boss without a mask?
I think
Yes, of
yes.
course.
Okay, good.
She
He
has
will be
taken her mask off several times.
Mm-hmm.
okay, good.
Also, Frost has spent her first
Oh
several
right,
days without a
the
mask.
clone without mask, right? Clone without
Yes,
mask.
but even before that, she's taken her mask off.
Okay, not that surprising then.
It's not surprising, more perturbing that
Yes, because you see
Boss eyes
the
glow.
glowy lights, and you're like, oh, that's a mask thing, right? And then she takes off the mask, and it's like, no, it's not the mask thing.
She's human, right?
Yes, Frost also has the glowy eyes because that is a class feature, actually.
No, then Mume was like, okay, this is probably another unique thing.
Weird human thing. You're pretty sure you've never seen humans reflect light.
Yes,
That's
definitely.
more
So
like a
that's why,
cat thing.
yeah, that's why like Mume like internally asking like, she's human, right?
Maybe she's got cat blood.
Did
Question,
she,
question.
she did experiment to her own eyes?
The island of Dr. Moreau. Ooh. Anyway,
Her
uh,
internals are like ooze, and you're thinking like she might have done eye modifications.
Yeah. I mean, like likes to do experiments, poking,
Wait,
and
actually, stop. Does Frost have similar stuff?
yes.
yes, she
Yes,
has.
her eyes are also
Okay.
the same.
I
And
said,
you remember from before the last
Mm.
few missions that you went with her, she also had similar things.
Mm,
Moonstalker
Like this is pre-time skip stuff.
yep.
Mume wouldn't know.
Same old boss.
Yes. All right. Let's do this. So I think Good Luck can answer the Toby question another time when she figures it out.
All right.
Okay.
Now we are in the tunnels.
Because
to
I do
send
remember during the Aegis time, they were actually generous enough to send like the guy that had problems to somewhere that
Yeah, like other
Correct.
continents.
We were
if
on a
Yeah,
different continent,
needed.
yeah. I mean,
they
even the
could.
headquarters was on a different continent.
No,
Correct.
but as in they could choose where to send people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So
yeah,
if
You
Toby had a
know,
job,
you
Yep.
definitely know from the conversations that one of the things that you were afforded for your guest is that
Mm,
if anything were to happen, they will be sent to a safe place
Yeah.
of their
yes,
choosing.
yes.
So, she might have gone with my folks because they would have been safe people to be around.
Oh, while we're down here, I'm guessing that Mume and Frost
Yeah,
are still have an eye out for
I asked that
markings.
question. Not sure if anyone caught it. Yeah, but
Oh,
yes.
I didn't catch it. But you're pretty much making sure that you're safe, right?
Yeah,
Let-
and
Yes.
also like if there's any like go this way or like directions or
Oh,
whatever.
there doesn't seem to be any directions leading you to the underground.
No, in the underground itself.
Oh, in the
Like
underground
now that
itself.
we're down here, we're still looking for stuff.
Okay, but you do have an entry to the underground. Let's just call it um a, a teleportation hole that leads you to a new area in a video game.
That's where we found and where we're going through now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So-
We are proceeding through.
Okay, you all proceed.
I would like
through.
to find my hidey hole if I can, though. Like,
Okay. The hidey hole you definitely found before that,
yeah, okay.
I would say.
I just want to see, is any of it still there? Has it been found in the meantime? Is there some little just trinkets she can pick up?
Make me a D100 roll.
I did so well earlier.
D100.
65's
64.
not bad.
Decent.
Decent.
The building is still intact per se. Some parts of the wall has been removed.
Mm.
If you're looking for trinkets, nothing survived scavenging.
No. Okay.
But the items that cannot be picked up are still there.
Yeah, no. It's more, we know Max, for example, was one for collecting trinkets and leaving them in their safe houses.
What's the most useless trinket that Max has ever picked up?
You know the friend that like collects keychains and shit? Like, we're talking that kind of trinkets.
Okay, so anything metal,
Mhm.
anything that can be feasibly melted down has been taken.
Yep.
Um,
And
papers
everything
did
else
not
might not have
survive.
lasted 250 years.
Yeah,
so-
papers did not survive. Food does not survive.
Oh.
But you do
Oh.
see on the wall that didn't get torn apart
Mm.
scratchings of everybody's name.
Oh. Yeah.
Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Come on. 15? That's almost as low as we go.
True.
What do you get with the 15? I mean, it's pretty good. It's pretty good, but it's not great.
Difficulty gets higher with every success.
No, it stays relatively the same. Is you just have to break the mental barrier.
Ah, okay.
Okay,
I'm
here's what
too
you remember.
mentally well adjusted.
Um,
Sorry.
one day you were going to one of the destruction parties that your mom sent you. mother has sent you for another
That's right.
eradication
Destruction party.
program.
Destruction party.
Yep.
All your
You
friends are going.
you woke up from your newly installed programming in cold sweat. You realized what you're doing and you attempted to run.
Oh shit.
What
So we're woken
the
up
thoughts
before.
that went through your brain was, where are my friends? And as you say that, as you look for them, you remember. But because you woke up so startled, you also woke up the people next to you, which is Bosk and Valerius. And they managed to pin you down and knock you out.
Oh shit. Okay. Gunlag will kneel down and just kind of touch the little markings on the wall.
We cut back to the current moment where all of you open the grates and pretty much jump in. It's a bit of a fall. It's like 20 feet down. The ladder that goes down is rotten. The first person to try and climb it falls, doesn't hurt themselves, um, lands on their feet. It's fine.
Ow.
You look around. The walls. Actually, I'm gonna start with the smell. It smells mossy. It smells earthy.
Ah, nature.
It smells like
comforting.
nature. Make me a perception check. Also, aside from the sword, does anybody have a light?
At the
Mm,
moment, no.
Okay,
Is it the first person down perception check or everybody perception
everybody.
check?
I'm assuming everybody is now down safely.
Yeah.
When he fall,
24 is pretty good. 25 is pretty good.
Sticking with those
One
tens.
for me and one for fake me.
and then
6 is
one
pretty
for
bad.
me.
18 is pretty good.
Perception.
Yes.
Perception.
32. Nah, only 25.
I'm not gonna bother with Valerius because he's not here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll start with Bosk. Because you rolled a 6, what you smell is mushrooms.
Ooh.
It reminds you of a time way back then when you didn't have a lot to worry about. All you had to do was cure syphilis every so often. Maybe a flu or two.
You had
For
a
the
little
rest.
mushroom companion.
Your mushroom companion. For the rest, you look around you, you look at the floor, you look at the ceiling, you look at the rotten ladder, you look at the door, which I'm assuming you closed behind you before the last person jumped down.
Yeah, probably. Seems like a good thing to do.
And as the light illuminates, you see like dust float around the space, like particles. And then you scrutinize the walls, and they're covered in moss. And then every so often you would see like mushrooms pop out or slime mold. They seem to have taken over the place.
Uh, is any of this familiar? Like the species? Is this?
Make me a nature check.
Okay.
Nature.
Ghost will bring up. Boss, do you ever remember Normandy?
Yes, I do.
Hmm, never
Why do
heard
you
you
ask?
mention it. I didn't hear you mention him for a while.
Well, it never really came up. 31.
With a 31, you recognized some of the mushrooms. They're definitely not dangerous. The ones that surround here anyway.
Are they the kind that Normandy would have grown?
Hard to say. After 250 years, you're very sure they're safe. That much you can tell.
Yeah.
Like you're not sure if he, because you did tell him not to grow certain stuff
Yes.
in the
It's
house,
like this stuff
especially.
is harmful.
Yeah.
Please don't grow it here. I
So
don't
at
want the
least
spores getting into my lungs.
at least you know these aren't harmful technically, but they're also I would say 60% new species or new colors and types you're not sure about. Do you touch any of
Oh,
them?
these are new. Yes, why not? Let's go for it. Touch,
Because you have a
touch.
31, you recognize one of them, and they are reminiscent of the illuminated ones that Normandy had in his room.
These are familiar.
And you touch one, and like a chain, they all light up and point to a specific direction.
Like an actual arrow?
Not an arrow. It's like a
Okay.
very messy line. They interconnect, but they don't make a straight line. They're just going in the same direction.
Yep.
The game has to make an arrow, you know we're really far off course.
Yes, it's like, wait.
They it's a bit like, you know those kids' rooms where they put glow in the dark stars in the ceiling?
Yes.
It's that haphazard.
Ah, okay.
But they do help illuminate the space, so now you don't have disadvantage on perception.
Ah, okay, okay. I guide everyone forward.
Okay.
As if it's like, yes, I did just turn on the lights.
Are you stealthing?
Um, I think
Yes.
no, because we don't want to sneak up on anyone.
No, I think yes, because we are still in unknown territory.
I would like to remind you that you did just turn on the light.
Yeah, and there are no, like, we know there are
Oh.
no thingos underground.
Yes, you know that factually. You have checked many times.
Okay.
So with the lights on, you walk through and make me a survival check with anyone, or for anyone with proficiency.
That's me and
Anyone.
fake me. Let's go. 32, 25.
Look at you
Ooh,
go.
very nice. You walk forward. You're pretty sure you have taken a bunch of lefts and a right. But it seems as though every time you look back, it's different. And you're pretty sure you've been walking in circles.
Uh-oh, something's wrong. I point this out to everyone. Wait. I cannot get lost unless through magical means. Does this mean this is magical means?
You're not lost.
Maybe we're just high off of mushroom spores.
You're pretty sure you're not high either.
Should I start
You're
marking
definitely
the
not lost
walls?
because you can retrace your
Uh,
steps. You're just met with a wall.
So it's
Maybe
not
the wall's a fake one. Let's check it.
Yeah. We shall press the investigate button on
I
things that
would
we come across.
still look for markings, see if there's a
Sorry? Mummy, what?
I will still look for markings to see if there's any like people would like put like this direction, that direction,
Oh,
or
you don't have to make a roll. There doesn't seem to be any markings at all because everything is covered in moss, and growth and mushrooms.
how long haven't
Okay, those who are investigating, what are you doing to investigate? Like,
Okay,
what
so
what are the buttons?
what have, like, we know that we shouldn't be going round in circles, but we are. What
Uh-huh.
why are we like? Are we like definitely like we walk past something like, oh, we've been here before?
I
Is that
wouldn't.
like what? How do we know that we've been walking around in circles?
You know that you're walking around in circles because of your natural affinity to navigating.
Okay,
That's with a
but
32.
we're not sure why. Is it?
Yeah. Um, you're pretty sure something is wonky about the walls and the corridors because imagine you're walking and then you're like, okay, wait a minute, I want to retrace my steps. So you retrace your steps, but you're met with a wall or a hallway that didn't used to be there.
Mm.
Oh,
And you're like, I can only go straight, but I know I came from the left.
I see. Does there happen to be water down here?
Everything is moist. It's very humid. It's like 100% humidity.
In that case,
It's also kind of
do
warm. So all of you are kind of getting warm in your parkas.
Okay,
in
we
that
probably take them off then.
in that case, would I would suggest see if since like the war seems like it has like suddenly there's war here that's not supposed to be. Should we just see if there's war joints that are not even like off? Like say maybe there were gaps in between the wall that they didn't hide properly. Those things like maybe it's a movable wall. If I'm thinking.
Ghost
Okay.
will just put his ear on it and try and tap to see if it's hollow.
Okay, one by one. Those who are investigating the wall,
Mhm.
by looking for gaps, make me an investigation check. Ghost, make me a perception check.
I will do that.
Is it quiet down here?
It's very quiet.
25.
Like, can we hear like patrols like on the surface or anything, or just like
No.
silent?
You know that you're 20 feet down. The chances of you hearing patrols up top is very, very, very low.
Okay, but if
But
there were
even
changes in the
around,
tunnels, would we hear?
no, you don't think anybody's using any tools, nothing particularly loud. Also, you remember that the machines are already quiet up top.
Yeah. No, I mean like if the tunnels were act like physically moving,
Oh,
we would hear, right? For sure.
Technically, you would,
Okay.
but you haven't.
Okay.
With a
Let's
25
see how these guys
investigation,
rolls.
Mm-hmm.
um, I'll do this concurrently. Ghost, 13 perception. You put your ear to the wall.
Mhm.
Mume, you look at the joinery. As you scrutinize, there is no gap, but it seems that the plant life, the algae or moss seems to be growing together very fast. And Ghost, you put your ear against the wall and you feel tickling.
What kind of tickling?
Like like um like very small grass being blown by wind, but there's no wind here. So you think just like things are growing very fast next to your ear.
We are being
Uh,
grown in?
boss. I think those things are alive, like alive.
Those
I like hesitate and like, yes, they're
yes.
plants.
As you
Mm.
hesitate and look at
Conscious.
Mume, um, everybody make me for perception check.
Chip, John.
Roll higher than 21.
Oh, I believe I will make it
I don't see
regardless.
shit.
I will make it regardless. Let me check.
You know what?
I
Since I only have one this session, boss, take my 320 reroll, whatever thing.
It's just a free reroll, right?
Yeah.
It's okay. The rogue can
It's,
see.
The
it's only
rogue.
one
Okay,
this session.
so Mume and Gunlog.
No, I want boss to get the chance to see because it's plant stuff.
Okay, so I'll re-roll a perception.
Yes.
Yes.
The real me will get a
Well.
14
14.
does not help.
Okay, try.
He was
It's-
better
Yeah,
at that.
it's quite difficult for me to get above 20 for perception.
Okay,
Hmm.
so for Bosk,
Can you
as
roll
soon
nature or
as
something though?
as soon as
I
Mumi
did
says
roll I did roll big nature, but that was just to identify the plants.
yeah,
Right.
And a lot of it was new. Like I didn't recognize it.
yeah,
Hmm.
it's like the fact that it's safe is good enough, and you know which ones to touch that illuminated the space. But with Mumi saying this space is alive, you you look at him with like, yes, there are plans. And as you say that, Gunlaug, you're focusing on this interaction. You and Mume, sort of in your periphery, the walls seem to undulate. And you're not 100% sure if it's the fact that there's particles surrounding you, making it look like the walls are undulating, but they don't move when you turn around and look at them directly.
I think the walls are moving, guys. I know
That
I'm
would
being
explain
particularly
things.
paranoid today, but I swear.
Okay, Ghost will put his paw up to the wall that felt ticklish and try and put his hand through it.
Stroke the fairy wall.
You
Like
put
push with force.
Yes.
Okay.
you put a hand on the wall, and as you move your body to push full force, the wall opens up and gives way, and you fall through.
Oh,
On the
see him.
side, you look up and you see a kobold about 3 feet high, has green dreadlocks that ends with tendrils of gooey looking enoki mushroom type things that
It's green log.
it makes them look like the hair is held aloft with static, and he is holding some kind of Y-shaped staff, very standing very regally, watching Ghost fall through. Behind him is a cohort of 3 other kobolds who are just in different skittle colors. One is like pink, one is yellow. They're very like skittles, and they
So
stare silently at you.
Normandy?
Do the rest of us see him
Not yet.
fall
You
through?
haven't. You what you saw is Ghost fall through, and now he
Okay.
is just like what?
What?
Ghost go. Normandy?
The green kobold taps the floor, and the hole in the wall enlarges to 10 feet wide, allowing everybody to see him. And now the glowing mushrooms illuminate brighter, making everything around you visible.
Are the rest of the kobolds mushroomy as well, or only the green one?
The green one is mushroomy, the pink one is mushroomy, the rest are relatively normal, like scaly.
Okay.
And the green kobold opens his mouth with a smile and says, "We will continue this next week.
Yes.
Thanks for watching."
Okay. Question. Normandy was red, right? I'm not just imagining that.
Normandy was
Orange.
brownish, orange.
I thought it was
Anyway,
orange in my
yes.
mind.
Yeah,
Okay.
he was orangey with like a puff of like 2 fat mushrooms at the end of his tail. Anyway, thank you
Aw.
so much for listening. Thank you for playing,
Thank
guys. I will
you.
see you next week.
Bye.
Enjoy your week. Goodbye.
Yay, friends.
Bye.
We found friends.